Knicks Nation, what is going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? How was your weekend, man? I want to know about it, man. Leave it in the comments. Hope everybody's doing well today. Monday morning, I'm just getting started with work and stuff like that, so I wanted to come on real quick and talk a little Knicks before Wednesday's opener. So, a couple of things real quick. First and foremost, let me just say this. First of all, I wasn't obviously totally impressed with the 5 preseason game that they had. They still have a lot to work on. We know this, okay? I feel, me personally, it's gonna take, I would say, a good 15 to 20 games, and maybe even more, depending on depending. It depends on what teams we're playing and stuff like that and all that. But it's gonna take some time for the Knicks to get adjusted to this new offense, okay? And I'm praying to the heavens above that we're able to not only get this new offensive system, kind of cleared and down packed, so to speak, but defensively is another issue that we have to really work on, okay? As individual players, of course, team help defense. They have to work on that. We know Towns is obviously a person that struggles on the defensive side of the ball. We all know that. But there's a couple of players in there, man. Brunson's going to be Brunson. Jalen Brunson, to me, he tries, but obviously his height messes him up a lot. If he was a lot taller, forget about it. This guy would be amazing defensively, I think, Jalen Brunson. But that's a whole nother story. But to change the subject on that real quick, I'm curious to know what's going to happen with the starting lineup. Because we all know, I think Josh Hart only played one game out of the preseason, I believe. I don't think he played 2 games or more than that. But I know he's kind of like, taking precautionary measures, I guess, for his finger issue, whatever that he needs surgery on eventually. I'm assuming. I don't know if there's anything else that you guys might know that I don't know, but that's what I keep hearing. But I'm curious to know on what Mike Brown's going to do when it comes to, the starters. As far as Mitch, as far as Josh, as far as Deuce McBride, as far, those 3 mainly, because right now we need a starting lineup. And I'm curious to know on what Mike Brown's going to do as far as who he's going to start. Because right now, we don't even know who the heck he's going to start. I'll be honest. I don't know. Do you guys know? Please let me know if you guys know something that I don't know. Because again, I mean, me personally, if it was up to me, and it's not, because obviously I'm not the coach. The coach, Mike Brown, knows, and he knows what to do. He's the coach for a reason. He's getting paid all his money for a reason. He's been around the league for a long time. He's got championships as an assistant coach, as we all know. So my question to you is, though, who is he going to start? I mean, it's got to be somebody. I mean, listen, don't be surprised, okay? Not that I know it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But listen, don't be surprised if Deuce McBride, okay, ends up starting next to Jalen Brunson, okay? Don't be surprised. Now, do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. I don't think it's going to happen. Do I want it to happen? I wouldn't mind it. I mean, listen, Deuce may be short, but the guy is a competitor, man. He plays on both ends of the floor. And he's a defensive beast, in my opinion, I think we need that on the floor in the starting lineup. But I also wouldn't mind having Mitch neither, because Mitchell Robinson is obviously a defensive threat himself. He's a defensive beast for a reason as well. So with that being said, will that happen? Possibly. Possibly, right? Mike Brown knows what he's doing. We have to trust him. This is his first year coaching this team, and I pray that he does make the right decision, of course. But also Josh Hart. I wouldn't mind him starting either, man, because, I mean, defensively, he's good defensively. Offensively, we know that he struggles. He's got his moments where he struggles. But defensively, he's pretty good. Okay? He's a rebounding beast, as we all know. He plays extremely hard on both ends of the floor, especially defensively, in my opinion. And again, any of those three guys, in my opinion, can start on Wednesday going forward. Who knows? We don't know what Mike Brown's going to do, man. But one thing I do know is that whatever decision he decides to do, it's going to be like that probably for the first 10, 15 games. Because, again, he's testing the waters. He's testing out these lineups, and that's why it's good to have a preseason, man, so we can know, we can know as fans on what the Knicks are planning on doing, how they play, how they mesh, and all this stuff, and just get their feet wet as well, obviously. But again, it's gonna be interesting to see what he does, man. I mean, I really feel like if he ends up, I just pray, man. I'll be honest, man. We know the first game is against Cleveland in New York. It's going to be a heck of a game. I can't wait. I'm excited about it, man. But I just hope and pray that the Knicks, as a team, end up catching this offensive system down packed in less than 15 games. That's my goal for them. I pray that happens that way. But some teams are different. Some players, it take longer than others to basically grasp a system, and especially an offensive system at that. Because defensively, I think defensively they'll get better defensively quicker, in my opinion, than the offense. That's my opinion on it. I think they'll grasp the defensive schemes a lot more quicker than the offensive schemes, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think on that. I mean, what's your opinion on it? I mean, only because, again, defensively, you gotta play hard defense, man, on both, on every part of that floor. Especially in the perimeter. Where everybody and their mom are shooting 3-pointers, man. It's just the way the NBA is. It's the league. You gotta really be careful with the way you're shooting the ball and guarding defensively, right? Just the way I see it. So it's gonna be very interesting, So I'm again, they're 4-1 in the preseason. It's a preseason for a reason, but they didn't play horrible neither. I just feel like they still have a lot to work on both ends of the floor. And Jalen Brunson finally kind of woke up a little bit and started shooting a lot better in that last game, against Charlotte. So we'll see what happens. I'm praying that offensive performance that he did carries on until Wednesday's game and going forward. And I think it will. Jalen Brunson's a smart guy, man, very smart. By far my favorite player in the league, by far. So. Anyway, but let me know what you guys think. I wanted to come out real quick and talk about not only the preseason, but see what the Knicks are going to do, what Mike Brown's going to do going forward. As far as his system and how quick they learn. Because again, man, they have to learn quick enough. I mean, again. Nothing's gonna happen easy, guys. We all know this, man. We can't expect the Knicks, Mike Brown and the Knicks, to be offensive, geniuses within the first 5 or 6 games, 7 games. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. And now I wish it did, but I don't think it's gonna happen at all. I would say the first 15 games, we'll see how they're playing, and it's gonna say a lot about them going forward. Because everything that Mike Brown has been in, where he's coached, they've had an amazing offense. One of the top 5 offenses in the league. So we'll see what he does going forward. But let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to it regardless, because again, I want to see, like I said, I'm not expecting them to be perfect on Wednesday going forward. Now, I'm expecting them to play hard. Okay. It's going to be a home opener. It's going to be crazy packed. I wish I can be there. I can't because I have to. I live. First of all, I live in Pennsylvania, number one. So I gotta make time for that. I gotta make sure I get out of work and get my time from work and stuff, and make plans for that. But I'm hoping, praying this year that me and my kids and my wife can obviously head over there and enjoy a good game, whether it's an MSG or Philadelphia or or Brooklyn. Who knows? We'll see. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, you comment, share the video if your heart desires it, and subscribe to the channel if your heart desires it even more. And I would appreciate your support. It means the world to me, guys. And just trying to grow this channel as best as I could, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, and we'll see what happens, though. All right. You guys take care. Have a great Monday. Stay safe out there, and let's go New York.